Good. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we had that. Hi, Mark.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our first ever live session. In this session, we're just going to have a recap or a feel of the China business, how to be able to buy something from China until your doorstep in Uganda. I'll start by introducing myself. Nwajira Edwin Mark are my names. Co-founder and procurement specialist of Enjosh by China to Uganda. Enjosh as a company, we've been in service for 9 years because we started in October 2014. We started small as a business name, not a company registered. And we only got to register our company in 2018. So we've been in business for 9 years, shipping and buying things from China. So this meeting is basically, first of all, to thank our esteemed clients for the support they've rendered to us over the years, 9 years of support. I must be honest, we've grown over the time, and we are still growing. Time is just the limit. Well, I'm giving this free class as a thank you to all our clients for supporting us over the years. Now, we're going to have a 2-hour session from 4 to 6. And we shall also have a recap of what we've passed through, and also a question and answer session, which will also take some time. And then we shall also have to hear from one of our partners. We are partnering the people in the group. I had earlier told you about financing, where if you identify an item, we shall be able to help in financing. So we have someone who is going to be trying to understand our needs as clients. What exactly do you need, and how best can we help to finance, especially for business, only business, at very favorable rates. And of course, the condition is you must ship with us so that we're in custody of your items, just to protect, just like collateral security. So we are still studying the modality on how it will work, but I must be glad that we have hit some strides, signed some MOUs with the partnership. So we have a lot in stock. Okay, let's start our topic. Today is about how can you ship, or how can you buy something from China and it reaches your doorstep in Uganda? That is the most pertinent question so many people ask. Some people think it's even not possible. Of course, some people have lost lots of money. We have found some clients who sent money online, sent money through agents, and lost quite a sum of money. Now, this is where Buy China to Uganda comes in. We help you, first of all, we give you business consultancy services. That means you can ask us anything about business, and we shall try to advise how best. I must say, we're not perfect, but we shall give you our best. Yeah. So we do business consultancy, and then we do sourcing. Sourcing is quite a broad topic when it comes to China. Now, most of you think that sourcing is only done on Alibaba.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I must wake you up. We don't only buy things from Alibaba.com. We have over 8 different apps and also physical visits to various markets across China that we source items from. We also have quite a number of pre-qualified suppliers already on our list. So that means if you want an item, we're able to help you find the item, and not just find the item, but quality products. When we are starting, we had a few glitches where we also thought this was the only way out, buying on Alibaba.com. I'm not saying Alibaba.com is not good. It's the best online platform when it comes to foreigners' purchases, because these other apps, there are different apps. I could mention some. There is Taobao. If you don't have a Chinese bank account, you can't use it. There is Jingdong, JD.com. You can't use it if you don't have a Chinese bank account. There is Pinduoduo. Oh, guys, I speak Chinese. Pinduoduo. Then there is Xianyu. Xianyu is where they post used items. Now, most of you who have bought phones from us, that's the app we use to find those crazy offers on used phones, used laptops, cameras, name it, any electronic. This is where we get those items from. So we have quite a number. Then there is 1688.com. Now that one is also a good application. The challenge is if you don't have a Chinese bank account, forget it. You can't use it. And the navigation is strictly in Chinese language. You can't translate. So I'm blessed that I stayed in China for about 8 years before the lockdown, before the COVID. And I learned quite a lot of Chinese. I speak Chinese, not so perfect, but at least I find my way around Chinese language. I would say I would rate myself 60% Chinese. I don't read or write the Chinese characters because I don't like them. My focus was how to communicate with Chinese. So I pass off as a street Chinese speaker. Yeah, not a classroom Chinese speaker. But I mean, I could talk to any Chinese and they will understand what I want. That's how we are able to negotiate with Chinese applications, writing in Chinese. Some Chinese on Alibaba don't even speak English. So they use translation applications like Baidu. Those are applications that help translate English to Chinese for them. Yeah, so we have a competitive edge of quite a number of applications that we use. So it's not that when you go on Alibaba and fail to find something, that's the end. No, there are quite a number of items that are not on Alibaba that we can help you source from China. So let's focus on Alibaba today. Reason is that's where most people, you guys, that's where most of you go for online shopping. Hey guys, I forgot to mention we are also streaming live on our TikTok account at the same time. So you could check Buy China to Uganda on TikTok. We are streaming live as well. Okay, so Alibaba, this is where most of the transactions happen. There is someone, okay, mute all. This is where most of the transactions happen. How do you find a product on Alibaba? Now, to begin with, Alibaba is an online shopping app. All you need is to log in. You don't have to have a registered company. You can actually create an account as an individual. This will help you to buy items for even one piece of an item. Yes, there are some items where the suppliers put an MOQ. That's the minimum order quantity, where you find you need just 1 cup, for example, and they say the minimum is 100 pieces. Now, this is where the trick comes in. When you contact us and you say, I need this, and it's on Alibaba says there is a high MOQ, which I don't want, we always advise you to send us the link of that item to enable us see the specifications of that item. And that is what we use to get to the other Chinese apps and buy one piece of that item. So that's a competitive niche that we do. And how do you identify items on Alibaba? When you log in, first of all, you can check Alibaba, plain as it is, Alibaba, Alibaba. Just go to your Google Play Store, type in Alibaba, and you'll see the logo is in orange with an E. And also on Apple Store, it's the same thing. Once you download the app, you register, and of course, you go to settings to make it easier for you. The default currency is USD, so you could change it, scroll down, and change it to UGX. Yes, Ugandan shillings, so that you are able to see the prices in Ugandan shillings. That will make it easy for you to say, how much am I buying this and what is the market price like here? Okay, so when you find there is a search button, sorry, today I'm unable to show you, to share my screen with you, being the first time, you know, I have to, I can't do everything the first time. But yeah, next class will be live. I'll be able to share the screens. I take you live. It will be a master class where I'll show you what exactly to do on Alibaba. So today we're just going to chat in general. So you go to the search item and type in, for example, vacuum flasks or mugs. You'll have quite a number of items or suppliers. Now, usually Alibaba will top about 3 who are normally good or who have also advertised. But how do you identify these items of quality? Now, the first thing is, don't look at price. If you're looking at price, hey, if you buy this 1,000 and in Uganda we sell it 100,000, what do you think of the quality? Of course, it won't keep hot, hot. It won't keep cold, cold. This does. That's why it's 100K at our shop. So look out for the word verified. Amongst the list you get, you'll see some suppliers will have the word verified. Now that means those suppliers have stood the test of time. You don't just get verified overnight. You can't post and then you say verified the following day. No. There are steps Alibaba takes to make sure suppliers are rated and verified. They actually visit them physically to check the authenticity of the goods, the quality of the products, and also you must pass some quality standards. Yeah. So those verified suppliers normally have the best quality there is on the market. Their prices is normally slightly higher because of the quality. But of course, don't hear high and think you won't make profit. Hey, in Uganda, you'll still make a lot of profit out of it, even with that price on Alibaba. So you look for the verified suppliers, and that's how you can get the best deals. You are able to chat with the suppliers. There is a chat icon below the screen. You can see where there is chat with this supplier. You chat, you ask them the colors you want, the quantities. You could actually negotiate the price for some products, yes. But normally it's for those who are buying multiple items, not just one piece and you want a price discount. No, that's not possible. Alibaba is a platform where many businesses across the world buy from. So it's a numbers game. If you're buying one piece for yourself, for your home, you don't have that bargaining power. You'll go with the price that is on. Now, normally, some of you ask me, is the price on Alibaba final? The answer is no, it's not. There is always a price range. You will find 1,000 to 10,000. Then below is the quantity, 1 to 5 pieces, 6 to 10 pieces, like that. Now, the price, if you're buying few quantities, always look at the upper limit price. If it is 1,000 to 10,000, consider it 10,000. That is if you want one. But if you want many, then the supplier will be able to say, if you're taking 5,000 pieces, I'll give them to you at 1,000 each. So it's also about numbers, just like I told you. Then you should be able to have, the next question the supplier will ask you is your shipping agent. Shipping agent. Now, this is where Buy China to Uganda comes in. When you contact the supplier, they will ask you for a shipping agent, and you will have to come to us and ask for the shipping address. Now, we have different shipping addresses for different modes of shipping. We have air and sea. So I'll normally ask, do you want it shipped by air or sea? What items are they? So these are some of the questions that I normally ask my clients. This is to help me determine what kind of address I should give you. Because where we have 2 warehouses, one for air cargo, another one for sea cargo. So if you ask for the address and I sent you the sea cargo address, you will send just 1 cup and we won't be able to load it in a container. It's just one. It can easily get lost. So we normally use air for small items. And that's where majority of clients. Please, if you join the link, kindly mute your microphone. I keep on doing that, but I get distracted when I have to do it over and over again. Okay, so once we give you the shipping address. The supplier will ask you if you are able to make payment by Alibaba. Now, this is where you have to be careful. When you make a payment on Alibaba, it is safe on the online platform because there is something called trade assurance. With trade assurance, it means Alibaba is going to hold the money you pay until you receive the item and confirm that the quality is good for 30 days before they hand over the money to the supplier. Now, some suppliers will say, I can give you a discount if you accept to pay offline. Now, that is where most people fall victim. You know, with shortcuts, you lose the money. Don't accept to pay offline on Alibaba if you want to save your money. It is risky because you have no person to monitor the transaction between you, the buyer and the seller, because you have kicked out Alibaba out of the deal. And that's where the problem is. Sorry. Okay, so just a minute, guys. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I got distracted with some TikTok guys. Yeah, so with trade assurance, you are safe, you're protected, your money is safe. The supplier will not get that money until 30 days. That's the time they estimate you to get your item from the supplier. So do not accept to pay offline. Now, some suppliers will ask if it is possible to pay offline. And this is where we get in. Some of you do not want to use your Visa cards. You can actually connect your Visa card to your Alibaba account. But some people don't want because of international fraud and the risks involved. So if you are not certain of how to do that, you come to our shop at Universal House, LUWUM Street, pay us the money you have agreed with your supplier, and we shall give you a receipt to show that we've received your money. We shall go ahead and use our Chinese bank account to make the purchase on your behalf. So we take it on. That's a way to mitigate your risk. Of course, we have been purchasing on Alibaba for quite some time. So we have priority given to us by suppliers. They know this is a shipping or a sourcing agent. They'll give us priority, not like someone who is buying for the first time. So it's also a way to protect you. As you know, online fraud, you could easily lose your login credentials to fraudsters. And that's how people lose money. You go to the bank and there's no money. So if you want to mitigate the risk, you can come to buy China to Uganda at our shop, pay the money in UGX, and we shall pay the supplier. Receive the package in China on your behalf, confirm to you that we've received the package, and ship it to Uganda. So I said we ship by both air and sea. Now, air is expensive, but faster. Air takes 7 to 14 days, 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes a few extra weeks if there are flight cancellations. But normally those are things that happen and it's above our control. We can't do much. So we normally say 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. That takes 2 weeks, but the price is charged per kilogram. The weight of your item is what determines how much shipping fees you're going to pay. That is air. Now, we also have sea cargo. Sea cargo is different from air cargo. Sea, we look at the space your items occupy in the container. We do groupage containering where we get different people with small packages and batch them up together to fill one container. Now, the challenge is sometimes it takes us time to fill the container. And of course, that's why we say sea cargo takes a little bit of time. But the container from the day it sets off in China, it takes 3 weeks to reach Mombasa and another week to reach Uganda. But of course, there are some delays sometimes. For example, we are going into Christmas. There will be port traffic. That is when most people are making orders and in big quantities from different countries. So there is port traffic, which is actually above our control. We can't do much. We can't say, hey, pass this container before this because Nalumansi has her 50 pieces of bags. We just have to be patient and follow the process. So on average, a container takes a total of 30 to 45 days. But most of you have asked me and I've told you 45 to 60 days. Why? To chill off the pressure. If I told you 45 to 60 days and the item comes in 45 days, I mean, you're good, right? But if I tell you it's going to come in 30 days and it comes in 45 days, you'll be pissed with me. So that's why we try to give you a little bit of time so that we calm down the pressure of delays. So when the item arrives, then we go to URA, pay taxes and stuff until you get your items out. So yeah, sea cargo takes about 45 days to get your item. Air cargo, maximum 2 weeks, you'll have your item. There are items that I can actually ship in a week or even days. Some of you have given me phone orders, laptops. Those ones I do less than a week, they'll be here. Okay, let's go to shipping agent, shipping fees. Okay, now shipping fees. Some of you asked me about the shipping fees. Now, these shipping fees keep changing. They keep changing because of different situations. For example, in COVID, there were no flights or there were few flights. We didn't have passenger flights. That meant we were using cargo planes. Cargo planes take time. They have a minimum order of tonnage we must fill for it to set off from China. So before we hit that level, it would take about 3 weeks during COVID. We kept delivering even in COVID. I'm glad we did it. We're among the few who will do it still. Then for now that there are passenger flights and everything is moving well, we are able to ship in 2 weeks. The item will be here. So it's not a big problem. Now the shipping fees, they keep fluctuating. Right now, we are buying about $12 to $13 from the airlines. And of course, we are a company. We have to pay salaries. We have to run business and, make profit. So we add in a markup of $2 or $3, depending on how many kilograms you have. So if you came to us and said, I have 100 kilograms and I want them by air, of course, your rate will be lower. If it is 1 kilo, maybe 15, 16, 17, depending on how the nature of the product. Yeah. Then for sea cargo, we look at the cubic meter. I told you cubic meter is measured 1 meter length. You get 100 centimeters length, 100 centimeters height, and 100 centimeters width of the box. So that is called 1 cubic meter, 1 CBM. Now, 1 CBM, we normally charge it about $170. If you have many CBMs, then it's actually slightly lower. Excuse me. I need to take some water. Okay, so that is to do with shipping by sea and by air. Now, when we finish getting these packages together, we batch them at our warehouse in Guangzhou, China, put them in a big box and batch them to Uganda. When they arrive, we let you know. You come to the shop and we have a weighing scale. So depending on how many kilograms your box weighs, that is the price you're going to pay. So some of you have ordered with us, you know how we do it. We actually send you a photo of your package on the weighing scale. So there is, in air cargo, there is no cheating. And the rate we give you includes taxes. So it's just straightforward. But of course, for business people, I wouldn't recommend you to use air cargo. To use air cargo because it's expensive. You don't break even if you compute the shipping fees, especially for heavy items. Yeah. So if there are light items like hair, for example, or jewelry, those are light. You could do air. But for heavy, if you're looking at commercial, kindly plan ahead. Order on time. Give it 2 months. You know that by the time the package arrives, you have enough stock for your items. Okay? So, most of you are ordering small quantities. Like, Mark, I need 3 bags for myself. Now, those ones we also say you can ship it by air because there are few. 3 bags would be about maybe 2.5 kilograms or 3 kilograms, and that is manageable. But if an item is going in 20, 30 kilograms, you don't make profit by shipping by air. So you have to be careful with that. Okay, I think that's the whole process of shipping from China to Uganda. I'm not going so much into detail because we don't have a lot of time to cover the entire process step by step. That will be in the next session. Maybe the master class will have a step-by-step process. Now, some of you have asked me, Mark, I have my money. I have saved 3 million. I've saved 5 million. What items can I buy? I remember that was one asked by one of our clients on the group. What items can I buy to make profit? What items are profitable in China? This is the answer. Every item you buy from China is profitable as long as you are able to market it. Because you see, you could have a good item at the right price and keep it in your house. You fail to market. If you can't market it, then it will turn out to be a bad product. But first ask yourself, if you say it's not marketable, what about the other people bringing it and making profit? How do they do it? Guys, especially office guys, I've always advised you on side hustles. It's the way to go, yes. But you must also think about the marketing strategy. What marketing strategy are you going to use to make sure clients know about the products you have? Because it won't help buying this item from China and then you fail to market it. So I can tell you every item bought from China is profitable as long as you're able to market it. Yes. I can give you quite a number of examples. Let's talk about phones, for example. Used phones from China. Now, Chinese, they don't respect something called used or second-hand. I traveled to China in Feb, and I think the iPhone 14 was still new on the market, trending. Quite a number of Chinese had used the phone for some time, and they didn't respect the fact that they had used it. The price was almost 60% of the original value. So when I went to China, those were on the group. You remember the prices I posted. And I also managed to to swap mine. I had a 12 and then I swapped, topped up, and you get a good deal only if it's used in China. So phones, if you looked at the phones on the market, in the Ugandan market today, a phone, they sell 500,000. In China, you would buy it about 200,000. 200,000. And then you have to find a shipping agent to bring it. That phone will reach here for about 300 maximum. If you sell it for 500, this, you make 200K in just one product. But now here is the dollar question. Are you able to sell a phone? Are you able? Do you have the clients? If you advertise the phone, can you sell it? Some people are in office jobs where they earn $1 million. I'm not trying to demean, but I'm trying to open your eyes. If you're doing phones, you just have to buy 5 phones. Yeah, because you're going to make 200K on each phone, right? So to make your salary 1 million, you'll need to sell 5 phones in a month. Now, this is the question. Can you sell 5 phones in 1 month? 5, just 5. Because that's 200 times 5. That's $1 million shillings. How much time do you need to sell 5 phones? How much time? Do you need 8 to 5 times 30 days? Yeah, you think about it. Think about it and decide. That's just phones. Ladies, they would say, phones, not our thing. What? You need to have the technical knowledge on what? Okay, let's do jewelry. Necklace, earring. Those were in the group when I traveled to China. I want to ask you, how much does good jewelry go for? How much is a good necklace that doesn't fade, that doesn't itch, that doesn't cause skin irritations, that won't lose color, at least for a year? You are comfortable to pay 30,000 for that necklace, right? 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. There are places they sell 100,000 for that necklace. Do you know how much necklaces cost in China? Go on Alibaba and surprise yourself. Just go on Alibaba. Trust me, with jewelry, it's 100% profit. 100% profit. I repeat, 100% profit. Yeah. You'll get a necklace at good quality, not the one that fades, not the one that burns. 10,000. Ship it. What's the weight of a necklace? I told you, we look at the weight. It's very light. Even if you put it in your pocket, you'll pass. Right? And you're going to sell it 30,000 because it's good quality. It's good quality. So if you invested 1 million, 1 million to get how many necklaces in 1 million at 10, that's 100 necklaces. If you got 100 necklaces, 100 necklaces wouldn't make a kilogram of weight. You'll ship them for maybe 90K. So your investment is 1,090,000. Do the math. If you're selling 100 necklaces at 30,000 each, how much money is that? 3 million, right? Okay, let's not be hungry for money. Let's say we are going to try and outcompete the current market. For me, I want 20K. That means you're going to get 2 million out of those 100 necklaces. Now, 8 to 5, right? 30 days. How much time will you need to buy or to sell or to market 100 necklaces? Hey, don't think it's easy. You look through your social media handles, you post on your friends, you post on the status, they will buy. And you know, with ladies, there are very few ladies who buy one necklace. They will come and buy 2 or 3. They'll have one in silver, one in rose gold, one in gold. Those are 3 necklaces, 90,000. Simanyi oba munfuna. Oluzungu lunumya. Let's switch to Uganda for our people who are not conversant with the English language. What other product? We've talked about used phones. We've talked about jewelry. What other product? Let me see. Let me show you something very interesting. Look at these bed sheets. You remember? Those who were on the group, you remember when I was in China, I told you about the bed sheets. I posted how much they were selling that stock. How many of you remember? Actually, you definitely remember because some of you actually bought these bed sheets. These bed sheets here. Cotton, 400 thread count. Now, when I reached this market, I hadn't gone to buy bed sheets. I've never dealt in bed sheets, guys. But this supplier had old stock, COVID stock. You remember they were not selling for the time it was COVID. So this person was selling off stock. And trust me, I wouldn't want to share the figures, but you know what I mean, right? You can check the group. Those on the group, you know how much we posted to buy these bed sheets. The condition was one, you had to buy 500 pieces. She wasn't selling one. Now, most of you had this man on the account, but maybe you had to think about it. Let me ask my husband. Let me think about it. How easy is it to buy? How easy is it to sell? Will the things come? Most of you woke up when we had sold out these bed sheets. I remember there was one lady, she sent 3 million without even thinking. She was like, Mark, I just sent 3 million. I had something with bed sheets. What is it about? She got a good deal. She made profit, for sure. So, those who are on the group, you definitely know I'll be going to China in a few weeks, less than 2 weeks, I'll be in China. And we normally do live markets. Markets when I'm in the physical market. I send you live photos, not internet photos. Why are people still being deceived by internet photos? Someone goes on internet, downloads photos and says, hey, I'm selling this, I'm selling that. I will show you live photos of what's in the market in China. Just prepare your money or CDK. Prepare your money and what? Wait. When I'm in China, be on the group. When I post an item and you see it's an item that you can make profit, don't think a lot. If you overthink it, you won't make it. You won't, because you're going to start analyzing the risk, what. For me, the only thing I tell people, if an item is not perishable, go for it. If it's good quality, go for it. You will definitely find the right market. We brought these bed sheets and some hotel took 100 pieces. And trust me, I didn't sell them at the China price. You know, someone should mute Paul Mugerwa. Mute, please. Okay? So don't overthink about a business decision. If you feel it's the right thing, if you feel you can market it, go for it without overthinking. Now, guys, I'm not saying we are the best on the market. I'm not saying we are we are the pros. No, we've just been in this shipping business for 9 years. But one thing you can be sure, we're not going to cheat your money. Do you know what it means to run an online platform for 9 years? And it's on record. You could do your research. If Enjosh has ever cheated anyone, no. The only issues we have, sometimes things delay, sometimes suppliers delay to send the packages, and the people get out of patience. They feel, oh, thing has taken a month, thing has taken what? And then we, out of also too much pressure on us, you would rather lose than spoil your name. You would rather refund the client's money than spoil your image. So there are instances where impatient clients have been refunded. And when the items come back, when they arrive, we contact them as priority. We say, are you still interested? And yes, they get interested and take the items. But it's just a matter of being patient. Sometimes things like flight cancellations due to weather. What can I do about it, guys? The weather is too bad. It's a rainy season. Flights are being canceled. There are flight delays. I thought the flight would come in on Friday. The flight has been rescheduled for Sunday. What can I do? You just have to be patient and understand that we are also relying on other third parties to deliver a good service to you. But one thing you can be sure with us is your money is safe. Your money is safe. And of course, at some point, if you feel like you need a refund, you'll get your refund. And when the item arrives, we sell it to you at our price, not the price you had originally ordered. Because, of course, when I put in my money, then I'm doing it for profit. You understand? It's logic. That's how business rolls. Okay, what else? What items can one buy to make money? Okay, I told you about the items. All items are profitable. What did we talked about used phones. We talked about jewelry. With someone is okay. Let me give you an example. What do ladies like? Human hair. Human hair. There is I think even the last trip in China, there was someone who sent money for human hair. I think she's now doing it as a business. Her shop is at Pioneer Mall. Listen, human hair has grades. Human hair is a highly profitable business. But now the challenge is this. Most of you want to buy the cheap one. Cheap one is synthetic. It's not human hair. It's not real human hair. If I gave you a quote for real human hair and you go for it, trust me, you'll get 100% profit. If you buy it 100K, you'll definitely sell it 200K for sure, without a doubt. At least we have witnesses to that, businesses who have bought human hair from us. So there's so many. For as long as you identify an item, that is where the biggest challenge is. Now, for all of you who want to start your own businesses, even when you ask me, I'm going to tell you, identify an item you feel you can ably sell. Is it okay? No. Identify an item you feel you can ably sell. It's not just about any item. When those who have come to Enjosh, you know, we have quite a collection of items. Actually, some people come to the shop and like, I thought this was a pharmacy kind of shop because I see you advertising Chinese teas, Chinese medicines. And here you are, you have phones, you have laptops, you have handbags, you have bed sheets. What exactly are you dealing in? Now, this is my ideology. I really thought I don't want to tie my capital to one item. Because if you decide to deal in one item, some items are seasonal. Some items are seasonal. That means they will sell in January and in March, no one wants to look at it. So if you come to the shop, today you are in a mood of earrings, you'll get earrings. And on Christmas, you will come when you want a traveling bag. And we still have the traveling bag. So you don't allow a customer to just let. Of course, it's not easy. I would also want to be identified for one item, but that's not my thing. You understand, eh? Yeah, because if you put all your eggs in one basket, what if the item, for example, if those who are selling COVID masks as their main business, how many masks can you sell right now? Sanitizer, how many? How many liters can you sell right now? You get my point? So try to use, to grow, to broaden the opportunity spectrum for you in the business. Don't lock yourself in one business. Today, you could sell hair, tomorrow phones, the other day laptops, anything. Anything you buy from China will make you profit. That's it. There's no shortcut about it. Now, let me answer the question of quality. Quality. How do we identify quality products? Now, this is a very disturbing fact that most people up to now, you find people debating and saying, hey, I've been to be China, baby. And you look at the person, you're like, you just reply like, Jesus, basonywe, tebamanche bakora. You get my point? Because listen, China produces products that go to Europe. Yes. I can bet 60% of items on the US market are from China. And they are high quality, top notch. Top notch. And it's the same market where Omusubuzi from Uganda goes and buys the items you call fake. Now let's make a simple exercise here. Go on Alibaba, type in anything or search by photo, get a type of a bag. I'll show it to you in the master class, the next class. Get any photo of a bag, a handbag, and search on Alibaba using it. You're going to get about 20 different suppliers with different prices with the same bag, same everything. Because listen, most of you are looking at internet photos. An internet photo is one. It is shared amongst many thousands of suppliers. They will use the same photo. Where is the difference? Look at the supplier. Is he a verified supplier or not? How long has this supplier been in business? You can check all this on Alibaba. This information is available, but you just have to look out for it. Okay? So when you look at these things, you look at the quality, you look at the price, you look at how long this person has been in business, but it's the same bag. Now, when you go to China, when you talk to like factories, for example, they will ask you, where is your market? And you'll tell them, I'm from Africa. Africa is generalized in China. They don't want to know your Uganda or Kenya. A few of them know the difference between Kenya and Uganda. Most of them think Africa is one big country. So they will just cluster. They say, you're buying for Africa? Take this one. Now, the one they're giving you is the lowest quality because it is the lowest or the cheapest in terms of price. And this is where most basubuzi, most traders from Africa buy. That's the quality they bring for you guys. And what happens when the item reaches here? Very poor quality. And then you generalize. China has fake items. Oh, that is wrong. It's the same factory that an American is going to walk into and give them the specs they want. They say, this bag in this very design, I want it in these very colors, but I want it in pure leather. Pure leather. Cow skin, crocodile skin, all skins, they will do them. And they'll give him a different price. Of course, it will be higher than the Ugandan. If a Ugandan bought a bag of 20K, the American will take it at maybe 120K. Same kind of photo. But the difference is in the quality. So when the American buys it 120,000, of course it's selling for $100 in America. And how much are you selling it here? You're buying it 20, shipping, you want 40K or 50K. What do you honestly expect from a bag you've bought 40K? What do you expect? To hold it for a year or even 6 months? 40K, 50K? First pause and think, how much did this person buy this bag in China? And how much did he pay for tax? How much did he pay for shipping? How much profit did this person add? You find someone buying a bag of 10,000 and is complaining that they've been to China before. What do you expect from 10K? What do you expect from 10K? It's the same bags we sell here. This is 150K. 150K because it commands the price. That's the quality. You're going to hold this bag until you get tired and give it out to whoever you want. Of course, there are times we also buy bags that don't match the quality we thought. We are not angels. We only test with our hands. We just touch and try to rub and see. Sometimes it's a good buy, sometimes it's a bad buy. But yeah, that's the trade. That's how it operates. So you can't be 100% sure all the time that it's going to be a good buy. You just have to make sure you focus on who are you buying it from. Is it a verified supplier? Is it a low price or high price? So for us, we try to buy average because, guys, if I brought you bags I'm buying at 150,000 in China, I'm going to ship it, I'm going to pay URA taxes. I won't sell it for less than 300K. Will you be able to buy it? The bags are there. They're the same bags they're selling in Europe. I can get them because I talk to factories. Those who are on the group, I went for the Canton Fair where thousands of factories gather. But will you be able to buy? This is my question to me. Will I be able to sell a bag of 350K? How many bags will I sell in a month? How much capital do I have for bags? If I had the money, I wouldn't mind. I would buy 100 of these bags, and that is 35 million seated in your shop for the next 5 years. You see, that's the point. So you are better off buying an average. It's good quality, averagely priced, so that people can afford 150. So those are some of the things we look at when buying these products. It's not that the good products are not there. They are there, many, in the highest quality. Now, those of you who are in business, some people are buying from Dubai. Some people are doing Turkey. And others are doing China. How do you compare these three markets? Dubai, those Arabs are going to Guangzhou, buying these items. They reach Dubai, repack the items, and sell them. Those who have been to Dubai, how many factories for electronics are there that you know? These guys are going to China and buying the same products. And you know why some business people prefer buying from Dubai? Because the items the Arabs buy from China are already pre-qualified. They also don't go for the cheap ones. They go for the good quality ones. They repack them as made in the UAE. That's what you want, because you're trying to run away from this thing of made in China. So they will pack for you in a box you want, made in UAE. The box is actually made in China. Yeah, and shipped to Dubai. Then you buy it in Dubai. Shipping fees from Dubai to Uganda is low. It's actually about $7 per kilogram, and China is doing about minimum $13. So when someone does the math, he thinks, kangule Dubai kubanga enda kusasula $7. China no kusasula $13. Dubai, things arrive in 3 days. You buy it on Monday, Wednesday or Thursday, you have your item. China, you buy it on Monday, sleep that week, and sleep the following week. You'll get it over the weekend, the second weekend, right? So it's the same item you're buying from the same supplier in China and another one in Dubai. Dubai, you'll get it slightly expensive. China will get it cheap, but I will spend money and time in shipping it to Uganda. So you have to be wise in this business and learn. I respect Turkey as a country because I think when they come to fabrics, clothes, they are good because the factories are evidently there, right? But hey, let me ask you a question. Ladies, those who wear dresses, those nice office dresses, if you got a dress from Turkey, what are the chances that you won't find it on the market? There are so many. Like, there's a live example. A friend was bringing dresses from Turkey. You buy it and you think you are the only one with it, only to reach a function and you are like 8 people wearing the same dress in different colors and sizes. It's like a uniform. Now, in China, there is what we call the Europe market. If I got a dress from there, I can be sure I'm going to get only 2 pieces of that dress because you won't find many of them, right? 1 or 2 pieces. And trust me, you will not easily find another person with the same dress. Now, leave alone the ones in China, the ones not those ones. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about the high end, those ones that are destined for the European market. Those are the ones that don't go below 150K. Those are the ones. If it's from China, trust me, it is the best you can get. Okay, so that is it. There was someone who asked a question about how to play taxes with URA. How to play taxes with URA. Sorry, I have to mute some guys. How to play taxes with URA? Well, this question is a very, very sensitive question that I must be honest with you. Apparently, there is no known shortcut for avoiding URA taxes. It's not there. Let no one deceive you. Techidi yo. For as long as you have imported something, you must pay tax. You must pay tax. There is no shortcut. Where is this person going to pass the items? First of all, if you ship the items by sea, a container leaves China when it is sealed with a seal. It reaches Mombasa, it is open for verification and sealed again. This seal is only removed in a government bonded warehouse. Now, a URA officer is there, what is called verification. They open the container, you send your agent there, and they will count one by one of that item. You must have declared prior, even before the container comes, you say, I bought 10 car tires, for example. The URA officer is verifying. You said you bought 10. They open the container and they count 1, 2, 3, 4 until they're 10. Should they find them 8, you might think it's to your advantage, yeah? Because you put 10 and now in the container is 8. That is already a problem for you. There is what we call seizure. The items are going to be seized by URA until you pay a fine. Now, if you bought 10 tires on the declaration form and they find 20 tires in the container, my goodness, you're at a risk of losing those items for under declaration. You understand? So there is no shortcut, Banang. There is tewali panya on taxes. And I mean, this is the only way government gets money to provide the services that it has to do. It's an obligation. So guys, let no one deceive you. I know some agents, some sourcing agents say, just pay me the money, you will not even pay taxes. Someone came here and told me, Mark, the last time I imported my TV, tebansaba na za musolo. Nze yangamba mu emitwalo 2. My dear, are you sure? It's not possible. It's at least okay with me. Okay, if you want to ship through me, there is no shortcut. I don't have a shortcut for taxes. Taxes are paid. I will ask for your TIN number, and it's your TIN number that I will give URA. The taxes assessed will go to your email address, and you will see how much taxes URA has assessed your item. You pay that tax, you get your items. That's it. When we had just started this business, I think out of ignorance, I used to bring so many items for different people, and I would leave them under our TIN number. You understand? Like someone has a fridge, this one has a TV, this one has a coffee machine, this one has an ice cream machine. I leave them and clear them all under Enjosh. Now, this was a big problem for us because URA thought Enjosh is bringing in all these items, so they are making money out of it. Yet, we're just earning a small commission. So, from last year, we decided, you bring an item, you give us your TIN number, and we use your TIN number to pay taxes to URA, so that URA knows who has imported this. Is it Enjosh or Mr. Martin? You understand? So there is no shortcut on that. You have to understand there's no way out on taxes. Let no one deceive you. But hey, let me ask you a question. The items you're bringing are already in the market. Do you think the person who has the same items did not pay tax? That person bought the item, paid shipping fees, paid tax, added profit, and is still making profit of that same item. So why are you scared of paying taxes? You will pay the taxes and you will still add your markup and you will make profit. It's not that when you pay taxes, you don't make profit. No. You incorporate the taxes in the pricing and you make profit out of it. Okay, so let no one lie to you. It's at this time I want to mention there is a gentleman here called Chimera David. He's a member of our group. As you can see, we are using high-tech devices here. He is someone who woke up and offered to give us this quality of video. This quality is, trust me, it's worth the cost they ask. I know he works for Studio Hub. Studio Hub. I think their offices are in Zambia. He's a person you would want to contact if you have these kind of presentations. He has all the equipment, cameras, the big ones, the lights, the sound, the microphones. Man, this is like it's like a video, like I'm on TV. It brings a lot of tension. Yeah? So he's a guy. I'll share his number. You can contact him. He gave us a free service, guys. He gave us a free cross-sell amongst ourselves. We are 1,200 members right now on both our groups. If we cross-sell amongst ourselves, we raise up together. So let's support him for this kind of thank you, David. Okay.
Mark, you are mute. Mark, you are muted. We can't hear you.
I'm muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can.
How long was I unmuted? Only that moment. Okay.
About
Sorry,
2
that was
minutes.
a small glitch. So you can hear me now, right?
Yes, we can.
So there've been some questions popping up while I was presenting. We are going into our questions and answers session. Kindly allow me 5 minutes to pass through the questions and then I will answer. Okay? How do we do this? Should I? Wait, let me try it. Make it think. It's amazing. Oh. The warehouse. Okay. That is active. I have the test, Sarah Jeremy. Thanks for advice about this test. Oh, I mute. But it's freezing. No? All right, guys. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm going through the comments right now. Other than keeping you waiting, I'm going to keep responding. You need to adjust a bit going this side. Okay. Glad I've joined. Thanks for the invite. Great from Kasela speaking of because China has good grades. Thanks for the advice. The best on market. Okay, Peter Beingana said, how can I get in touch with you? Well, our offices at Universal House, LUWUM Street, shop G14. LUWUM Street is the street that is below. Most of you know Namaganda or Maria's Galleria. Yes, that street that goes towards Entebbe Road. There is a new plaza called Julaina Mall. We are right opposite Julaina or near California or Plaza. It's the short building in between California and Plaza. Okay, on that street of Namaganda. Yes, our shop number is G14. That's the shop. And then me, I sit up on the same building, but up. It is F14. G14 is the shop. F14 is the office, stroke, store, warehouse, and stuff. Okay? And our contact is 0701 458 000. That's our main ordering line. Okay. Lorich Nasaba. I recently bought some camera items, no batteries, weight 8 kgs, cost about with the shipping. Oh yes. Lorich Nasaba commented she bought some camera accessories and the shipping cost was high. Now, just like I told you, you need to decide before you ship an item. Please ask the supplier, what is the weight of this item? Me as a shipping agent, I'm going to give you the rate per kilogram and you do the math. In shipping, there shouldn't be surprises. It used to happen in the past, but now you can know how much you're going to spend even before you make the purchase. It's a transparent process. If you check an item and it's let's say 2 kilograms, then you multiply the rate I give you times 2 kilograms. That is it. There is no any other hidden cost or something. It is straight out. That is by air cargo. Now, the estimates that I can't make are the ones where we have to ship by sea. Reason, I cannot know how much tax URA will assess. I must say this, we are a bit unlucky as a country with our tax policies. I'm not trying to attack URA, guys. Please, government, I want to be on the good side. But there is no way in Uganda as a country we can be sure of how much taxes you're going to pay for an item while it is still in China. Because you will buy a fridge today, you pay 1 million in tax. You buy the same fridge after 1 month, you pay 900 in tax. You buy the same fridge again, you pay 1.2. So depending on the officer handling you and in which mode he is, I'm not saying they do. I don't know if they have a standard tax rate, but that is one thing we can only estimate. Now, the estimations for tax, number one, 18% of the cost of the item is VAT, value added tax. 2, 25% of the item is import duty. That is by sea. 6% of the value is withholding tax. 1.5% is environmental levy. And then, if you happen to import items that are manufactured in Uganda, for example, tiles, for example, furniture, wooden furniture. Of course, it's like a penalty. Why are you buying wood from China, yet we have carpenters here? There is a surcharge of 30% of the value. So if it's an item that is not manufactured in Uganda, the total cost is about 50.5% of the value. Okay? If you buy an item 1 million, 50.5% is about 550K is what you'll pay in tax. However, this is just an estimate. You could reach here and the URA officer says pay $100. That's 375K. But it's just an estimate. That's the only thing we cannot estimate, the taxes. Then the shipping fees is standard. The CBM, cubic meter, we shall tell you even before we ship the item. Okay? So, Nasaba Low Reach, you should have gotten the cost, the weight of the items. I see it was 8 kilograms. You do 8 kilograms times the rate your shipping agent gave you. That is what should be the shipping charges. Diversification as a victim of COVID-related items. Oh, sorry, Angela Apili. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to learn how to diversify your business. Don't lock yourself in one nature of item. It's dangerous because you see the Ugandan market is so volatile. You cannot be sure whether you're going to sell bed sheets tomorrow. I mean, think about it. How many bed sheets have you bought this year? Muchasula muze mwasulamu last year. Nze naleta amasuka gali wano gantuddemu. And now if it was my main business, I would be gnashing until you come and decide to buy a bed sheet. Don't you see that? So when you're doing business, look at fast-moving consumer goods. Fast-moving consumer goods. Do you know how easy it is for a lady to buy an earring? So easy. She would think, just look at it and say, ah, mpaka ka blue, mpako. So easy, because even the cost is just 30K. But if it's an item of 200K, hey, people have to budget. Hey, people have to know on my salary this month, I have to put 200K aside. Now, if it's your main business, you're focusing on selling such high value items, you better be rich. You better be financially liquid to sustain business, even with low sales. So my advice, look at these fast-moving consumer goods. Very easy to make a decision. Omukazi bw'aba yagadde ensawo tomunyumiza ebyo. Even before school fees, the bag will be bought. You're dealing in menwear. I must be honest, menwear, trousers are the worst business to do. Most men, we have 2 trousers. We keep changing the t-shirts and shirts up. Naye ng'empale yeeyo etera kuba ya black ng'eryeji. Black ne blue. Naye waggulu, it keeps changing every day. Cut now, my man. If you've bought trousers nga zokka z'oyina, empale ziri mu mitwalo 7. It's a decision. I don't wake up and say, ah, mpeye empale, mpaneno. No. Bamanyi nina empale zange 5. I need like 6 t-shirts and 7 shirts. Then I'm done. My wardrobe is done. Me nze nganze muna abalala people might have their, but anyway, that's general. I speak for the average muntu wa bulijjo. Socks, yeah, socks is good. It's easy to make a buying decision. You know what we call impulse buying. Otuuka n'ogamba, socks ezambadde mwaka. You let go. You don't wait for the holes to come through. When you feel they are loose a bit, you know it's time to change. Those are easy to buy. Socks is 10K, good quality. That's a good one. Vests, boxers. Naye empale zikutuulamu n'owulira. Okay, that was it. Sorry about it, Angela Pili. What is your location? Peter Bengana, our location, Universal House, LUWUM Street, shop G14. I will post it. What's the minimum space you can accept for Chicago? Now, with Chicago, we normally charge 1 CBM. Now, items that do not make a cubic meter, I will still ask the CBM and will give you a rate depending on if I have someone else with half a cubic meter to add you with, so that we combine those items together to make 1 CBM. So I must say we don't have a minimum, but when we are doing math, we use 1 CBM. If you have half a CBM, I would ask you maybe $120, just, you know. Hey, kubanga aina akatono tasasula noya aina ebingi. It's business principle. So Elias, I've told you that. With 2 warehouses, how do items from Chinese cities reach your warehouse? Suppliers delivery? Okay. Okay. When you make a purchase in China, China is a very developed country, guys. It's one place you should visit before hell breaks loose. You could buy an item in Arua, and trust me, that item will be shipped to Kampala. Now, most of us are shipping from Guangzhou. Guangzhou. Most people call it Guangzhou. It's wrong. There is no zoo in Chinese. ZHOU is Zhou, Guangzhou. Okay. So most of the warehouses that ship items to Uganda are in Guangzhou. Okay. So anywhere you buy the item, it doesn't matter where the supplier is located, they will deliver to Guangzhou because they have a very vast, advanced courier system. So when you find an item, sometimes they ask you for transport fees. Transport is from the factory where they are located to the warehouse I have given them, the shipping address. So there is that fee, but it's still very small because of their vast system. So it's not that we go to the suppliers and pick the items. However, there are some people who make purchases and say, I want you to touch that item before I make the payment. Now, if I'm in Guangzhou and you're sending me to Shanghai, for example, I have to use a flight to go to Shanghai. If the factory is in Beijing, I'm in Guangzhou. Man, it's a 5 hours flight. Meranga van again to Dubai, just to touch the item before you pay. Ebintu ebimu very difficult to understand. China is big. You don't just send someone who go and check for me. It is okay if you can facilitate me. I have traveled for a day, a whole day, to go and make sure someone was buying these Sino trucks, a Sino truck and an excavator. Of course, the value commands that you must do that. You go to that place, verify that this is a legit supplier, then I make the payment. So yes, if you facilitate me, I will definitely do that for you. But in some instances where it's a low value item, you count time and value, you say it's not worth. However, we have a team of people in different cities. I could always coordinate and send someone to help me verify. I don't have to physically be there. So yes, we do that through courier systems. Kudos on using our teams. Most shippers don't do that. Oh yes, this is Caroline Businje. Caroline Businje. Now, most shipping agents make money through funny ways. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I would also want to make some extra money, but it comes at a cost. When you ask someone for his or her TIN number, that person gives you rights to process taxes on their behalf. It means when URA assesses tax, they send an email to that person. They don't send it to me. They send to the email owner. Now, this is the good way to handle taxes. At least you know you have not been cheated. And then even when they send the invoice to your email, you print it out and go to GTB or any other bank and pay the taxes instantly by yourself. Once you've paid, you give me the bank slip, then I finish the remaining part and get the item out. So I am clean on taxes. There's not foolery in taxes. Techiri yo. I give you your TIN, you give me your TIN, I process taxes in your TIN number, you know how much taxes you've been assessed, and that's what you'll pay. Nze, ompayo ka commission katonotono for my fuel and, you know, talking here and there, phone calls. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Carol. Can we? Yes, the recorded version of this meeting will be available. We shall post it on our YouTube page, By China to Uganda. Look out for it, please. This is a free session. The only way you can thank me is not by typing thanks. Nah. Go to YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, so that when I post another video, you get notification. Go to our Facebook page. All pages are in By China to Uganda. By China to Uganda. Please, that's the only way you can thank me. The next session, of course, if you're not a member on that group, you won't be able to see this. We won't use Zoom. We shall use maybe TikTok or any other platforms. Okay? But of course, I really like the experience on Zoom. I think it's something we shall always do. But only that next time we shall be able to double stream. Stream on Zoom, stream on Facebook, stream on YouTube, and also TikTok. All platforms will be on. So, guys, please thank us by liking our pages. That's the only way. Thank you so much. Do Chinese use fake products? That is from Isaac Simbwa. Isaac, my brother. Do Chinese use these fake products? Now, I must be honest. The cities I've been to, Beijing is, I call it Beijing, the city that raised me into China. It raised me. I stayed there for 5 complete years, hustling. Chinese love quality stuff. Actually, it's very difficult to sell a fake product in China. Very, very difficult. You cannot find a fake MI phone in China. You cannot find a fake Lenovo laptop. It's not possible. Where are you going to sell it? The manufacturer is in China. Most of these tabs you see, they have funny names like itel, Techno, Infinix. Man, those phones are not in China because they go for the best. The first time I went to China, I thought there is somewhere they go and they give them iPhones. I wanted to find that place. Everyone had an iPhone. That was 2014. The first time I went to China, everyone on the train had an iPhone. I was like, I had a, which phone was it? Sony something. I had to hide it. This was, people had iPhones by iPhone 5 and 6. But Chinese love good things. So the fake items you see here are made for export only because China's concept is this. They want to make a product for every market, every class. So it's up to you. If Yomusubuzi goes and says, I want a phone of 10K, I have had people who have bought iPhones, cheap iPhones from Dubai. I'm very sure we have some witnesses here. It works for about a month. It wakes up one day and doesn't go off the iPhone logo. Do you know what that means? It's a fake. iPhone doesn't hang, it doesn't freeze. If it does, know you're holding a fake. Now, Dubai is the new market for fake products. Yes, Dubai is the new market for fake, especially electronic products. You might not believe it now, you will accept in future. But that's it. Most items now that, because just imagine, you find an iPhone 14 Pro Max is sold 5 million in the Apple Store in China, where it was made. How does that Arab guy get you an iPhone sealed in a box at 3 million? How? Have you ever seen iPhone assembled in Dubai? Techiriyo, it's a fake, a good fake. They are here, you'll sign in your Apple ID, it will work, but trust me, it's just a matter of time. It catches up with you. Don't go for cheap. If you're buying for yourself, if you're buying something you love, please don't buy fake. Don't look at price. You've spent your 3 million, you've used it for a month. And of course, you know our sellers here. Once they've sold you and you're out of the shop, you can't go back to claim. Techiri yo. If you buy from Enjosh, we listen. Of course, with phones, handling, user problems, stuff like that, we assess and see how best to help. So the choice is yours. Okay? Yes, Carl Seguia says, post where we shall watch this video again. On our YouTube channel, it will be there. On our TikTok account, it will be there. Buy China to Uganda. Follow and like right now if you want to see the video. Thank you. Twinamasco Edisias sends his thanks to David Chimera from the Studio Hub in Zambia for giving us this free offer for the live coverage. I must say it's a very, very good thing that is worth the cost. Thank you. Kindly mention the tax rates again. VAT, import duty. Okay. NM asked we mention the tax rates again. Number one, import duty. Any item you buy, the import duty is 25%. Of whatever amount. Now, they look at the cost of the invoice. Invoice whereby 1 million, 25%, that is import duty, 25. VAT, value added tax, is 18. So you get 25 plus 18 plus 6% withholding tax. 6% withholding tax. Then 1.5% environmental levy. That means the total of 25 plus 18 plus 6 plus 1.5 is 50.5% of the value. So if you have an item of 1 million, put 550 aside as an estimate for taxes. Okay? If it is something that is made in Uganda and you're buying it here, there is a 30% surcharge. So that means your total is going to be 80.5 of the value, because they're penalizing you for bringing something that we're already manufacturing here. But hey, let that not scare you. Think about it. The people who are bringing in those things, they're still making profit. I'll give you an example of tiles. Those who are following on the group, we imported some tiles for our client who happened to be my relative. A full house, about 202 square meters. Now, the person had got a quotation from Mbarara. Each square meter of a tile was 90,000. 90 emitwalo mwenda for each square meter. I went to China. She gave me money. I went to China. I looked for these tiles. The cost of tiles in China is laughable. Yes, for real. It is. It's laughable. Do you know getting a tile at less than $5 per square meter? Good quality, grade A. Yes, but what makes it expensive is the shipping, because tiles are bulky, they are heavy. And then, you remember we have goodwill tiles in Uganda, so you have to pay the surcharge. So taxes are a little bit high, but still within a manageable range. We computed, and the total square meter for those tiles came to about 43,000. In Mbarara, they had told her 90,000. Let's see, 90,000 times 202. She was supposed to pay 18 million for 202 square meters. We bought it at 43. That includes purchase, shipping, taxes, mica commission. You get at 43 times 202. That is 8.6 million. How much did she save? About 10 million. About 10 million in just 200 square meters. Now, for those of you who are building apartments, even your homes, if you have a quotation for over 100 square meters of tiles, I can challenge you. I'll get you the best quality, and I will try to give you 60% of the quotation you get in Uganda. Try me. I have done it, tested, confirmed, and sealed. I have a sample at the shop. You can come and check the quality of this tile. Grade A. This tile is not normally bought by Africans. The supplier told me these tiles are for Italy. And trust me, the quality is over the roof. Okay? So think about it that way. The only thing you have to invest is waiting time. It takes about 2 months to get here, but it's worth it. If you're saving 10 million on just tiles, what about even the finishings, the curtains, the other accessories, the toilets, the pipes, the switches, the wiring? Sit down, let's get you a good deal. The only thing I beg of you, sagala pressure, mpe myezi ebiri, I will get you what you need at the right price. Those of you who fear about the quality, like for example, tiles, when I go to China, I could get you a sample of the tile. I send you just one tile by air. You get it here in about 10 days. Touch it, feel it, test it in any way, bang it down. If you're happy with the quality, then we buy bulk. That way you're safe. The switches, I could send you one switch, check it, move around town, do whatever you want, make an informed decision. Omulembe gw'okutomera gwaggwaawo. I send you samples by air cargo. You look at it, you like it, we buy in bulk. One thing we guarantee, the sample we give you is what we shall deliver in bulk, because we personally buy from the factories live, not via online. There is some money you can't risk online. Someone has given you 60 million and you want to buy online. Watch away. Okay, very true, said Mark. Okay, instances where you don't have a TIN number, that is by all lanes. A TIN number is your right. A TIN number is issued for free, 100%, zero fees. You just walk into any URA office and present your national ID and say, I'm here to get a TIN number. It's free. It takes less than 10 minutes to get a TIN number from a URA office. Actually, you can also try online on the URA website. Register it, upload your documents. It will be approved in less than a day. You'll have your TIN number. So that's not an excuse. TIN numbers are free, takes a very short time.
To a company or manufacturer that produces the same item.
Nakalema Vanessa is asking, in case I want to bring container 20 or 40 feet, can you connect me to a company or manufacturer that produces those exact items? Nakalema, I can assure you, I am going to China in 2 weeks' time. Bring me the sample of the items you want. I will find you the manufacturers, not suppliers, not distributors, not agents. The reason I go to China is to find the factories themselves. At factories, you get the best prices. You dictate the quality you want. And we can also send you a sample before you make the purchase of the 20 feet or 40 feet container. Yes, we have those connections. Those who are on the group, you saw last time I went for the Canton Fair. Canton Fair, you can read about it on the internet. It's where all manufacturers gather. Only manufacturers, not representatives, not distributors, nothing. Ababikola be nyini. Gubango omwole, so it's like a trade show, but only for manufacturers. I have at the shop here over 500 catalogs in both hard copy and soft copy. Come to the shop, check out the items you want. I have factory contacts, direct, sibia kuyiya. No. So trust me with that order. You won't regret. Thank you. Carl's Beddings and Beyond. 1688.com is a Chinese application where you can buy products. Now, Carl's, I'm impressed you know about it because that means you do research. Guys, that app is one of the best apps in China. However, we as shipping agents or sourcing agents don't want you to know that app because prices are crazy low. Yeah. So the challenge is, one, it's purely in Chinese. If you don't know Chinese, you'll just see Ubuntu together. Of course, the prices will be in red or just but you can't know what price for what item. So it's only used in Chinese language. And if you don't have a Chinese bank account, you cannot buy from it. So if you want, get those items from 1688, come to me here at Universal House, LUWUM Street. We sit together and I buy instantly. Mbigula tuli wamu nompa sente wano muze Uganda nembikugulira nembiteeka ku shipping address yaffe ne bijja. That service I normally charge. I'll give you a free offer because I know it's for business, right? Okay, I do that. I will help you buy on that app for free. All right. I think I've answered almost all questions for now. If there are no other questions, To what? To 6. Okay. I'm just wondering, Andrew, are you here? If Andrew is here, this is his time. Andrew, are you here? If Andrew is here, please send me a request, then I accept you, and you can tell us briefly about our partnership. Okay. Doreen, if you're online, you could ask Andrew to call in right now. This is the time. But let me talk about our partnership. Now, Enjosh, we surely care about our clients. And we've had challenges where people want items, but they're salaried employees. So they need to get salary to make the purchases. Now, what we do, we have partnered with a finance company called Penda Capital. Penda Capital is a finance company. They do lending services. So we are entering a partnership with them. They will be able, under our recommendation and assessment, you identify an item you want, they finance the item, and then we ship it for you. But we shall not hand over the item to you until you make good of the loan. We are negotiating the interest rates to make sure they are not oppressive. I know money lenders are lending at 20, 25, some 30. It's going to be a lot lower than that. We are trying to see how best we can crack the best deal out of it. Like those who ordered for toy cars, the most expensive toy car was about $150. So he would come in, give us the money to buy, then we ship. By the time the item arrives, you have also got salary to clear the loan. So we don't hand over the item until you've cleared fully. So we have a partnership. Those on the group, stay up. If you need an item and you need financing, come, let's sit with Penda Capital together, analyze and see how best to do the financing. Andrew is loaded. He can handle any value. So don't worry. We are working with him on a partnership. I had wanted him to come and explain to us how best we can do, also to understand your needs so that we are able to partner with full knowledge. But we have already signed an MOU. We're just modifying a few things here and there, and then we shall be able to start the financing as soon as next week. Okay, so starting next week, we shall have financing. Then also, if you need financial services, akasente, on the same arrangement, under by China to Uganda's recommendation as a guarantor, we shall be able to lend money with Penda Capital as the financer. It's a licensed lending firm. It's not, we don't deal with kwara street businesses. No, it's not a briefcase company. So you can be rest assured we are giving you the best there is on the market. Okay, so starting next week, if you need the financing, please, we're just a call away. 0701 458 000. That's the number to call. Okay. Can items be returned or exchanged just in case? Pamela Achera Elubu, can items be returned or exchanged just in case? Now, I don't understand your question very well, but maybe just to think, if you've bought an item from China and you don't like it, can you return it to us? Well, that is a decision we make, but it will also depend on the nature of the item. If you're importing gold, Enjosh has never handled special special items like minerals like gold, silver, or diamond. But if it's like a handbag and we understand it, we shall give it a price and we enter an agreement, though we don't encourage it. Yeah. If you order for an item, you should be able to take it on. But yes, we can reach an agreement. Items we have at the shop, we give you guarantee. If you buy an item and you find it either faulty or any other reason, not that you don't like it, even on Jumia, you can't do that. I bought this watch after using it for 3 days and it has scratches that you don't want it. I want to return it. No, we don't accept that. Let me be honest. We don't accept that. Okay. Any other questions? We are left with 2 minutes, guys. If there are no other questions, that's about it. So, closing remarks. I want to thank you all for supporting Enjosh by China to Uganda. We have been in business for the past 9 years. You guys have made us proud. We're not the best on the market. We're not angels, but we try our best to give you the best quality service within our means. Enjosh is a fully registered company with a trading license. We are located at LUWUM Street, Universal House, shop G14 and F14. We help you buy anything you want from China to Uganda. We help you source for it in good quality, make payments in China, we buy it, we handle it, we receive it on your behalf from Alibaba.com, and we ship it to you in Uganda by either air or sea. We help you with taxes, tax clearance processes. We have the most experienced clearing agents we partner with, and we are very, very looking forward to any kind of business of whatever magnitude. Now, we have a WhatsApp group where we post our daily items, new items that have arrived, new stock. Please get to that group. Ask for the link to that group and join. Don't forget to like all our social media platforms at Buy China to Uganda on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Please, that's the only way you can pay us. This has been a free session. The masterclass, I will be in China where it will be. And trust me, it's going to be live. You ask for a bag, we take you to the factory direct, and you make that crazy order. So we look forward to that. I will personally be in China on ground in the next 2 weeks. And with that, it means take heed of the advantage that I'm on ground. I'll be able to show you the items. I'll be able to touch with my hands and tell you the quality before you make the purchase. If you're not sure of my taste, I will send you a sample first by air before you buy bulk. The only thing, load your money on MTN Momo or Airtel Merchant. Those are our main payment modes. However, we also have a bank account in USD and UGX where you can deposit money. We also have a POS machine at the shop where you can swipe your card. And we also receive cash payments at the shop. In all those ways, you can't fail to make a payment to us. So load your money or CDK. In 2 weeks, it's going to be fire on the group. Live market in China direct. I thank you so much. Edwin Mark is my name. I sign out. Bye.
Thank you, Mark. Bye.
Bye-bye. Freezing.